All right. I want to welcome you all in and welcome you back, especially if you're returning and especially if you're new. This is my pirate playthrough. Um, One thing I did note with the newest update is that the boost packs don't work as intended. But that's okay. Beautiful Andreja in her pirate captain outfit. A very nice day here at Cassiopeia. There's the big boy right there. So without further ado, I'm gonna get in here. Here is Caelus. I did do a take before this, so if something seems off toward the end during the ship combat part, that's where I just took off from the planet and there was all kinds of crap out there. It was awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna do my best to replicate this without messing it up like I did in the other take. So I know I have two up here going to a companionway in the back. So two companionways to a captain's quarter, and there's two down here. So, with that being said, we're gonna have a little fun and see if I screw up again. Alright, so I like the whole thing. Delete. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the landing bed, whatever. The ship bed 200 from Tayo. Flip that so it's facing aft, as this is going to be a rear loader. Left trigger, right trigger A, like I just did. Well, it seems delayed because I'm telling you after I do it. We're going to pop down a Hope Tech engineering bay. Right, ship bed, engineering bay. Then we're going to attach the hab spine to the engineering bay. Duplicate that, pop one more on, right? So I'm going to go ahead and tab over to cockpits, go to our C4 bridge. And I'm going to attach to the top attachment point a Hope Tech control station. Then your Hope Tech hab spines, we're going to pop two of those right behind our control station here. Right, so behind this hab spine, we're going to pop down a companionway. Then I'm going to duplicate it up before I do anything else. These middle attachment points here, that's what we're using on both sides, because from here, left trigger, right trigger A, we're going to throw down a Hope Tech brig on this side, or on the starboard side here. We're going to swing over to this side, and on this attachment point, left trigger, right trigger A, battle stations. Alright, now to get this out of the way, I believe on this front attachment point, we're going to pop down some Stroud, right? This is the living area, or the living side. I think it's the front attachment point. So we're going to throw a living quarters on top of our all-in-one berth 2x1A. On top of this living quarters, all-in-one berth 2x1B. All Stroud. Now, on this side, front attachment point, we're going to throw down a Stroud workshop. And from here, I think the rear attachment point is going to want to kick an armory forward. Right? Now we're going to go to the front attachment point. Left trigger, right trigger A. We're going to head over to infirmary. Right? If I had tried the attachment point back here on the armory, the infirmary would want to kick backwards. And I did not like that at all. Alright, so that being said, I'm going to go into landing gear. Grab yourself two in 0.4 Gs. We're going to pop one on the bottom on starboard and pop one on the bottom on port side. We're going to need a number of landing gear, but this is just the way I chose to do it. So in 0.4 G on the rear on both sides here. Now, go back in the landing gear, get that pinpoint 3G. Starboard 4. Attach it to the front of our all-in-one berth 2x1A. Now, highlight, duplicate, take right on the D-pad will give you the mid. Pop that there. Now, duplicate the mid. Right on D-pad again. We have our aft. Right? Now well, before we do that, we're going to duplicate this starboard 4, flip it to port 4, and stick it inside of our all-in-one berth 2x1A against our brig. So I'm going to duplicate this port 4. This is going to go on the front of our workshop. Now here's our midpoint. This one is a bit tricky. I think it's this. We duplicate, then hit. Okay, so right on D-pad. Duplicate, right on D-pad gives you mid. Duplicate the mid, hit right for the aft. And drop that. That back aft goes against our pinpoint 4G on both sides like that. Now again, the port 4, we're going to duplicate, flip it to starboard 4, and pop it inside the workshop against our battle station. Alright, so you have 4 of the pinpoint 3G. You have 2 of the pinpoint 4Gs. You're going to need 6 Aculander 11s. Right, so for port side, the nub is going to be facing away. And we're going to do this against our engineering bay and our battle stations. And I'm going to duplicate, drop against the Hopetech hab spines until we reach our bridge. I'm going to duplicate this, flip it once, flip it twice, so now that nub is facing away toward the port starboard side. So against our engineering bay and our brig, there's 1. I'll duplicate and drop along the spine until we hit our Cabo C4 bridge. That's the Nova Galactic. So y'all know by now where to get that. That's in Sol System, Titan, New Homestead. Shroud, we know. Deepala, Dalvik, Narion, Stroud Eklund Star Yard. And that's where you're going to get these abs as well. Or if you don't want to go there and talk to Avershaw that likes to hide in the plants in the corner and, you know, hide away from everybody in his cubicle, you can go to Neon Core next to Siegert's Outfitters and visit the Stroud Eklund shop there. And speaking of Stroud Eklund, I'm going to go into structural real quick. I need to get a couple things from Stroud here. Hopetech radiators are going to need those. Hopetech pipes 4, you're going to need 2. Well, I'm just going to do 1 for now because I don't like, you know, sitting it all out there like that. It drives me crazy. Down to Stroud, as I was saying. Well, Nova weapon mount. You're going to need 2 of those. But for now, I just use 1 because I duplicate and drop. Those will come later. I'll just grab 1 and drop it over here for now. The Stroud Cap A. So again, you know where to find that by now. Stroud Cowling 1LB. Remember, we just pick it up from the shop. It'll be port top. We're going to flip this around to the other variant as well. So, starboard top as well. Stroud Cowling 3LA PT. We're port top. We're going to drop that on top of our landing gears on port side. Highlight, duplicate, flip it to starboard. Alright, now. For our final hab from Hopetech, y'all know where to find that by now. Ipala. What is it? Valo, Volvo, Hopetown. So on the top of this companionway, I'm going to go ahead and tab over to tabs. We're going to drop here a captain's quarters. I think here was a armory, but we're going to have 2 armories. So attached to that companionway is an armory. So captain's quarters will have his own, but we already know that our crew loves to hang out in the captain's quarters. The last take I did of this, everybody was in here. Yeah, it drove me nuts. Alright, so now that that's done, all the habs are placed, we're good, we're ready. Grav drives. I use the J52 for this, just because if you look at grav jump thrust 50, grav jump health 308. That's going to sit underneath our captain's quarters against these two companionways. So here, and that's where we'll be at. That's where it's going to live permanently. Now, reactors, I chose the Pinch 8Z. The repair rate 6.44. Reactor health is only 129, which isn't so great, but the hull 1350. And that crew capacity of 3. I should have done this at the beginning of this, but the disclaimer is going to be level 60 or above. And as you can see, piloting rank 4, Starship design rank 4. If it's a pain for you, you can just go into Serpentis, throw some decent suppressors on your ship and just board, grab a ship, go back, swap to your home, sell the ship you just grabbed, and make some quick credits that way. I think that's the easiest way, instead of just nabbing everything that's not nailed down and then go and sell it at all the different trade authorities. That's a pain in the butt. Anyway, back to Stroud. I'm going to hit a structural. Where's my nose cap? E. There it is. I'm going to need 4 of them. One's going to go on the bottom of our all-in-one berth A, and one more is going to go against our all-in-one berth B at the top. So what I'm going to do is select using right bumper, and I'm going to duplicate, and I'm going to drag them over here. So one's going to go on our workshop, and one's going to go on our infirmary, leaving that gap in the middle. In case you're wondering why that gap is there, grab yourself that Nova weapon mount. That's going to go into that gap there. And same thing on this side. So one on your living quarters and one on your armory. I could be a jerk and switch this armory to the computer core. Give me a little extra crew. So with the comm spikes and conduction grids and the weapons and the reactor and grav drive, I should have 14 crew at the end. Alright, so going over to shields, Assurance SG 1800. This is going to go up right there in front of our captain's quarters. Alright, tabbing back over to structural, I'm going to grab a couple of Deimos wings. I'm going to flip that one actually, so it's starboard and port. I don't use those or that. Porthole 4. Go right on our captain's quarters here. I don't think I used a porthole top because this is going to be a max module limit build. Just saying that right off the bat here. I think that's it. Nope. I need a tile cowling 4 top. That's going to go right in front of our computer core. I switched it from armory to computer core again for extra crew. I'm going to grab this and set it aside for now because I'm going to need that at some point. Alright, now, structural again. There's a lot of structural going on here to kind of hide pieces and parts. Deimos hull, I believe, is going to sit, yeah, right against our companionway on top of our battle stations, and one more here. Now you don't have to do it that way, and I can show you why, but the way I chose to build this is a bit different. So I'm going to select both of these holes and pop them here. Now originally I had 2 more Hope Tech habs here, but it kept putting a ladder right here, and it's bad enough you've already got one here for the industrial side of things, one here for the crew quarters, and one dead center to access all this. You may think it's a lot of ladders. It's not. It's actually pretty simple. You know what? Before I forget, let's go under and right behind our landing bay, at the back of our engineering bay. Might guess it already because I use this a lot. Slim docker, 100 DP slim docker, bottom. Alright, so we're gonna hit over our engines. These you get fairly early on. Once you get far enough in the story where Walter approaches you after you get your first power. Walter will approach you, says he wants you for a little soiree he's planning. Once you complete that, these engines unlock. So these are not, heavily level locked at all. I think I had another hull here, so I'm gonna grab an engine and put it on either side against our hull and battle stations and against our hull and brig. Duplicate that, go up one level, pop this engine against the hull A. And put one here. We're gonna put this against that hull A. So we're gonna have a little bit of a showing right there for now. I'm gonna duplicate this, go up another level, and pop this onto our infirmary. And we're gonna go down, duplicate this 6830, bring it up one, and that goes against our all-in-one berth B. I think this is wrong. These need to come out a bit more. Yeah. Now we have our staggered and offset engines here. Yeah, I had two other halves, and this is what I did for this. I think I had bigger fuel tanks on the back, speaking of, so I might get rid of these. See what happens. 600 THE3. They'd go down. There we go. We'll pop those on there for now. Yeah. Now we're good. Alright, so I'm going to tab on over to Fargo. This might be a bit heavier based on my choice now, but the Galleon S204s wedged in between these two holes and our living quarters. So we're going to duplicate this and pop it down in that spot there. Now you're going to see why it goes to flip my cargo. So I'm going to flip this up. Wait, it's red, so I got to flip it up. This is going to sit on this point next to this companionway. So that angle is facing up and away. Same thing on this side, so the angle is facing up and away there. These are from Tayo, apparently, because it says Tayo on it. The Protectorate Systems Galleon S203s. Now we're looking pretty with 5680 on cargo and still 100 mobility. Alright, now, before I continue, I'm going to grab this Stroud cowling and I'm going to put this right in front of this Galleon S203. So it's port top. Duplicate, flip 1, 2, 3, drop that in front of this one. Alright, so what I did here was I just duplicated this, dropped it here, duplicate it, and drop it in front. So take the port top and put it on the starboard side. So it'll look like this. I hear birds or crows outside. Anyway. Grab this Stroud Cap A. Attach it to that Stroud cowling that's against your computer core. So it'll look like that. And we're going to do this on this side. Alright, now what I do is I just duplicate this, hit left on D-pad so it flips around. And that cap is going to kind of cover our grav and reactor, our engines and fuel tank. So highlight, duplicate, flip, flip, flip. Remember, no glitches on this at all. What was back here? Oh, Deimos hull. So we need another hull here. Alright, so now grab these Hopetech radiators. We're going to put this against this top engine on our left wing. Highlight, duplicate, and pull it over here to our other engine on the right wing. Did I say right? This is left. From the rear of the ship, this is left. This is right. This is starboard. This is port. Alright, grab the radiator again. Duplicate. We're going to sit it on this cargo hold here. Same thing on the other side. So protecting our captain's quarters is 2 radiators. Alright, these Hopetech pipes 4. Duplicate it. Drop that right on this radiator here. Grab another one. Right on this radiator. Now over here is a little tricky. Duplicate that, drop it. Duplicate this, drop it. So they're Hopetech pipes 4, 4. Now I'm going to duplicate it, flip it so it's aft. Right? Same thing over there. Okay. Still haven't turned off turbo mode on my controller, so if I hit this bumper once, sometimes it hits it triggers as 2 and it'll highlight the whole dang ship. Alright, so that's that. This I'm not going to keep. But for now, grab this Deimos Wing A port. Wing A. And drop that on your front attachment point of your infirmary. Now what I do is I duplicate it, hit left on D-pad so it's the aft version, and drop it there. Now I'm going to select both using right bumper, and then duplicate it down. Again, there's no glitch to that at all. Delete that, we don't need it anymore. This Deimos Wing A, starboard, don't need it. Grab that Wing A port, highlight it, duplicate it, flip it, and it'll be in the same attachment point, the front of your infirmary. Then just duplicate it down. Highlight, hit Y, you're done. Alright, I'm going to duplicate this one. And again, that's going to go to your front attachment point. Right there. Now duplicate this, left on D-pad, starboard aft. Drop it down. Select both, duplicate, bang. Now, this wing A, I'm going to duplicate it, flip it, drop it there, and then duplicate it down. That's it. Alright, we're coming along. Now we're going to grab this foretop and flip it to aft top. That's going to sit on this Deimos hull on this side. Now we're going to duplicate it, flip it. So it's aft bottom. So aft top, aft bottom. Duplicate the bottom and drop it under your other engine. Now I'm going to go ahead and select both of these. Duplicate them. And do the same thing on the starboard side. Right? This one's going to go to this hole. Then we're going to duplicate and flip. And that goes on the pinpoint 4G down there. Duplicate your aft bottom and pop it right here under this engine. This will get attached to your brig. And the other one gets attached to your battle station. Alright, we need one more for up here. I'm going to duplicate that, go up. And this covers our reactor. So it's kind of protected back there. Alright. Now, there's a little bit of a trick at the end of this, so bear with me. I'm going to highlight all of this except for these two weapon mounts because I want those to be dark. Color 1, very red, but this should match fleet. So color 1, color 2 should be a bit darker, color 3, red. Not bad. Now these Stroud habs, I hate the way they color like crap. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight those, the nose caps and everything, because they don't color very well. Just like the Nova stuff doesn't do too well. We're gonna do color 1 black, color 2 black, color 3 red. No, that doesn't work too well. I think what I did was 2 different shades of a gray here. So color 1. Yeah, right there. Color 2. Yeah, there we go. Now color 3 is that red. Now the nose caps. Yeah, I think it was just all red. Yeah, color 2 is going to be that dark. Perfect. Now I'm going to color these nose caps the same. Color 2 is dark, 3 is red, 1 is red. Perfect. This I don't like at all. All of this Stroud stuff does not color well. It sucks royal bunghole, but that's alright. Alright, so this one, color 1, red, color 2, wanted the gray, color 3, black. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright, these Nova weapon mounts. Color 1, a little bit lighter, and there we go. This I don't want red. I want the radiators and pipes. I want those dark. Right? So we're gonna go dark. Not all the way dark, but just dark enough. That mean boy. Now look, we're still at 100 mobility. Absolutely phenomenal, even though our mass is kicking up. So, I'm going to go over to weapons. There's a little bit of a trick with this, so keep that in mind. TB-175s are going to hit either side, the outer side of the weapon mount. I'm going to select both of these, duplicate them, and pop those right there. Because we're going to upgrade those to the MKE 4A Gauss guns, but the Gauss guns won't fit there. So it's a little trick that I just figured out a couple days ago. Alright, so our Atlatl, yodel, 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 280Cs, going to go on the inside portion closer to the body of that Nova weapon mount. Same thing on this side. And I think one more was up on the captain's quarters, if I'm not mistaken. So before I do that, our PBO 300 alphas. I'm going to go with the autos. We're going to drop one right on top of the Stroud nose cappy on our furthest wing. Drop another one on the other nose cap here. Now this attachment point will work. Drop one there, duplicate, drop the other there. Now I'm gonna have to go back to structural and grab an equipment plate here. Did I put the missile there or up here? No, because that's gonna block the window. Yep, we're gonna go right there with it. And I'm going to color this just dark, dark, dark. Duplicate this 280C. Because it's a power of 4, you can have 3 of them. Drop this right up there on top. Okay, now we're almost done here. Equipment. We're going to go with scan jammers. These are going to sit underneath that top wing there. Not on the mount. Let it go. Freaking magnet. Alright. I like this one. This is going to go underneath this other nose cap. Alright, now. Comm spikes. These are going to go the outside. That second wing down. The same thing on the other side. Oh, I got to recolor the landing gear too. Right there. The front wing outside underneath the top one. Alright, conduction grids are going to go on the inside. Again, that second wing. Right in there. Grab another one or duplicate. Pop it right there. Now these landing gears are all red. Don't want that. I'm going to swing over and grab all the pinpoint 3Gs. I think color 2 was red, color 3. Yeah, color 3 was the darker black. There is Caelus. I wonder if I could add any windows. Maybe on the captain's quarters at the back. I don't know. Add that porthole there. Can I put any more? Oh yeah. Put one on top there. Yep, it's the best I could do. It's our max module limit there. I cannot add any more. Color 1 red, color 3 dark black. Final step here, we're just going to assign our weapons 280C, 300 alpha, PB 175. So 175 0, 301, 282. Look at that. 5680 in cargo, crew of 13, jump range of 30, mobility 100, top speed 130. Our shield is 1600 and that hull 1626 with a mass of a whopping 4186. This is Caelus. Alright, so we're going to save it because this is the exact same configuration I was using before. Don't look at that. That's a build for the future. Oh yeah, now we go upgrade. So the PB 175s roll down MKE 4A. Now we have ballistics, particles, and missiles. Our mass went up a little bit and so did our hull, but we're still golden. Alright, save that. I think this build might have cost me a whopping 500k or more credits. Just saying. Did I not add shielded cargo to this? Or am I just a dumb? Oh yeah, I did not. Wait. Take these off. Get rid of these tile cowlings. I'm gonna go up. I knew it. Or 100 cm. Wonder if I pop this on, that drops mobility. Drop this underneath that engine. Add one more. Oh, 99. Ooh. I wonder if I use a Galleon S204. Alright, let's test that out while we're all here. Not the 203. Oh, I don't have 204s. Son of a chicken nugget. Alright, we're stuck like that. These are 48 mass. 30. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna leave one here. Gotta figure out where I want to put it. Kind of a... You know what? 99 mobility it is, because I want shielded cargo personally. You guys can, and gals, can choose whatever you like. I'm sticking with that. 6K on the cargo. With my perk being at rank 4 for payloads, I'm at 9,450. Hello, my love. Alright. We're at 33 minutes, so I do already have the photo mode kind of interior slow walkthrough. But we're just gonna do a quick rundown of all this and let you all enjoy yourselves. Alright, so we load directly into our engineering bay. That's gonna go straight to our bridge, but we're gonna hang a left first. And we're gonna hit up. I love this. Such a sense of calm. This is our battle stations 2x2. Our white door, we're going into Stroud. Workshop right here. Up one into our armory. Hello, Sarah. Up another one. Goes to our infirmary. I don't know why I'm getting all kind of gassy here. Probably got a fart or something, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to run back out through our engineering bay. Wham. Here's our next door. So here is our brig. Alright, kick this door open. Come through here. Got a little ammo stash crate. Open up this door. And here we are. All in one berth, eh? Our living quarters here. Oh, get there, buddy. You son of a dirty dog. Alright, here's our all-in-one berth B. And down we go. And I'm going to run up out of here. Right, here's where we landed. There's no ladder here. Great, I didn't see one anywhere else except for going straight up here. There should be one right here going up, but I guess not. Alright, so we're going to run forward through our engineering bay. Pop up through here, low bridge. And here's our control station. There's our next ladder. We're gonna run through here. Gotta fix that. Something went wrong here. Go up here. Companionway. Here's our computer core. Right, and up. There's, look at that. And here's our captain's quarters. Got a nice view here that nobody else does. Special treatment. But let's go drop back down and run through here, get to our bridge.
Good day, Captain. Need something, Captain?
Not quite yet. And look at that beautiful view. Prepare for takeoff.
We're clear.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
The
Shield generator has been locked out.
Down goes their grav truck.
Target has lost its
Much as a grav truck. Nice. Just lost their grav truck.
Engaging a UC ship, not very smart.
How many more of you are there? That's right, I'm playing pirate, so Sysdef is an enemy. Oh, you got a little bit of action right off the bat there. Increase particles on both, so balance. Ballistic particle missiles are equal. Wait for the boost to fill. Boom, take it. See where we go. Not very fast, but 580 something. Or hey, compared to what y'all just saw with that little bit of combat, you know, I'm pretty impressed with something like this. All right. Well, we didn't have to go to Serpentis, so I will try to get y'all some light here. This might not be great lighting, but want to thank y'all for taking the time to stop by and check this out. You know, this might not be your cup of tea. It might be a bit too heavy for you, but I like it a lot. And definitely, again, you know, with the engagement, you know, comments, likes, subscriptions, or, you know, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Maybe you would do something better or different. And I will catch you all on the next one. Oh, and definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And thank you again. All right. Later.